Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rock Walking After with my unboxing of the Orzhov Syndicate Guild Kit from Ravnica Allegiance. So let's get into this, shall we? Alright. Okay, so first off, what do we get? We got our nifty Orzhov sticker. Handy dandy deck box. The insert with expanded artwork of the new Orzhov Sion, Orzhov Sion, I'm not sure how it's pronounced, artwork. And of course, the four pillars of the Orzhov Syndicate. Wealth. Our wealth was the first thing to draw you in, was it not? No need to demur. Our lavish clothes and palatial homes are no accident. We are proud to display our enviable resources for all to see. We provide for our members handsomely, and those with sharp judgment, such as yourself, can clearly see the many benefits of attaining good standing with the Syndicate. Immortality. A higher rank within the Syndicate correlates directly to a longer lifespan, as we take care of our own in ways that far surpass the other guilds. If you honor those above you, abide by our rules, and bring value to the guild, you will find yourself richer in more than just material ways. The Obsidat, the highest among us, have achieved true immortality, and one day you may ascend to even that lofty caste. Influence. Surely you have noticed whose hands truly hold the reins of power in Ravnica. Rather than perform grand displays of leadership, we collect the debts, favors, and information that allow us to prevent or set in motion chains of pivotal events. Though many citizens may not be aware, Ravnica would not be what it is today without the guides of the Orzhov Syndicate. And respect. As a new member, it is of paramount importance that you show respect to your superiors. Our elegant hierarchy is founded on mutual respect. You will incur trifling debts here and there as you rise through the Orzhov ranks. Repaying them in a timely manner is an essential way to demonstrate your respect. Soon you will be the one collecting debts from others. The Orzhov are they come up being kind of part mafia, to me at least, is part mafia and part bank of Ravnica. And they are, let's just say you go into, you borrow money from the Syndicate. And you die before your debt is repaid. Your spirit continues to work that debt off after your death. So yeah, anyway, you've read the four pillars of the Syndicate, so here's our 20-sided die. Orzhov symbol there. Looks more blue than black. I don't know why black speckled with white wouldn't have worked as well, but whatever. Of course, there's the guild symbol pin. And now the deck itself. Alright, so we'll start off with Teysa, Orzhov Sion. I think it's pronounced Sion. Teysa comes in at one colorless, one black, and one white for a 2/3 legendary human advisor. Sacrifice 3 white creatures. Exile target creature. Whenever another black creature you control dies, create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying. Not bad, actually. Not bad at all. This version of Teysa, it comes from Guild Pact, actually. And Teysa has actually been a constant within the guild for all of the Ravnica set blocks. Alright, so from also from Guild Pack, we've got the Orzhov Pontiff. There's also a church aspect to it, I forgot to mention. So you kind of got church, bank, mafia. The Orzhov Pontiff comes in at 1 colorless, 1 white, 1 black for a 1/1 human cleric with Haunt. Haunt, as I recall, was the original Orzhov ability. When this creature dies, you exile it, haunting a target creature. When the Orzhov Pontiff enters the battlefield, or the creature it haunts dies, choose one. Creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Creatures you don't control get -1/-1 until end of turn. Okay. And now we have the new taste. We have from Ravnica Allegiance, the new Teysa Karlov. Simply Teysa Karlov. Comes in at 2 colorless, 1 white, 1 black for a 2/4 legendary human advisor. If a creature dying causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. Creature tokens you control have vigilance and lifelink. Then we've got from Guild Pact the Ghost Council of the Orzhova. Costs 2 white, 2 black for a 4/4 legendary spirit. When Ghost Council of Orzhova enters the battlefield, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. 1 colorless, sacrifice a creature. Exile Ghost Castle of Orzhova. Return to the battle under owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Okay. Next up we have the Pontiff of Blight from Dragon's Maze. Pontiff of Blight comes in at 4 colorless, 2 black for a 2/7 zombie cleric. And it's got the second Orzhov ability, Extort. Whenever you cast a spell, you may pay 1 white or 1 black. If you do, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain that much life. Other creatures you control have Extort. And it stacks, so you can basically, for example, say you have one of these in play already and you cast another one. It now has 2 extorts, so you can go, okay, well, I'm going to pay 2 white. I'll pay 2 white to extort you twice. Not bad. Then from Guild Pack, we've got the Skeletal Vampire. Cost 4 colors and 2 black for a 3/3 vampire skeleton with flying, no less. When it enters the battlefield, create 2 1/1 black bat creature tokens with flying. For 3 colorless and 2 black, sacrifice a bat and create 2 1/1 black 2 1/1 black bat creature tokens with flying. Sacrifice a bat, regenerate skeletal vampire. Alright. Then from Gatecrash, we've got the Treasury Thrall. Treasury Thrall costs 4 colorless, 1 white, 1 black for a 4/4 Thrall with Extort. Whenever it attacks, you may return target artifact, creature, or enchantment card from your graveyard to your hand. Nice way to retrieve things. Next up from Gatecrash as well is the Death Pact Angel. So Death Pact Angel comes in at 3 colorless, 1 white, 2 black for a 5/5 angel with flying. When it dies, create a 1/1 white and black cleric creature token. It has 3 colorless, 1 white, 2 black, tap. Sacrifice this creature. Return a card named Death Pact Angel from your graveyard to the battlefield. Not bad. Next up from Guild Pact is the Angel of Despair. It's actually one of the first images I remember from the set, actually. Angel of Despair comes in at 3 colorless, 2 black, 2 white for a 5/5 angel with flying. When it enters the battlefield, destroy target permanent. Next up from Ravnica Allegiance, we have Smothering Tithe. It's a enchantment, costs 3 colorless, 1 white. Whenever an opponent draws a card, that player may pay 2. Or 2 colorless. If the player doesn't, you may create a colorless treasure token with tap, sacrifice a start artifact, add 1 mana of any color. Excuse me. Next up from Allegiance, we have the enchantment Ethereal Absolution. Costs 4 colorless, 1 white, 1 black. Creatures you control get +1/+1. Creatures your opponents control get -1/-1. 2 colorless, 1 white, 1 black. Exile target card from an opponent's graveyard. If with a creature card, you create a 1/1 white and black spirit creature token with flying. And then from all the way back in, what was Guild Pact? Yeah. Guild Pact, we've got Debtor's Knell. An enchantment costs 4 colorless, 3 either white or black mana. At the beginning of your upkeep, put target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. And note that it says a graveyard, not your graveyard. So you can say, oh, you know what? That creature I just killed, that I killed last turn during combat. Gimme. I kind of like that. There's our creature tokens. We've got 1/1 spirits with flying, 1/1 black and white spirits with flying, black bats, and white black clerics and treasure. Alrighty. Next up from Guild Pact, we've got Martyr Rascala. It's all the way from the first Ravnica block. 1 colorless, or 1 white, 1 white for a 1/1 spirit. 1 white, sacrifice creature. Target creature can't attack this turn. Next up, we have the Plagued Rascala. We're also from Guild Pact. 1 black for a 1/1 spirit. 1 black, sacrifice creature. Target creature gets -1/-1 till end of turn. And then we've got from Allegiance is the Orzhov Enforcer. 1 colorless, 1 black for a 1/2 human rogue with Death Touch and Afterlife 1. Afterlife is the Orzhov ability for Ravnica Allegiance. The way it works is when a creature with Afterlife dies, they create a number of 1/1 white and black spirit creature tokens with flying equal to the number with Afterlife. For example, this is Afterlife 1. So when the Orzhov Enforcer dies, 1/1 spirit token. Next up, from Allegiance, we've got the Imperious Oligarch, who costs 1 white, 1 black for a 2/1 human cleric with Vigilance and Afterlife 1. Then from Allegiance, we've got the Pitiless Pontiff. Comes in at 1 white, 1 black for a 2/2 Vampire Cleric. For 1 colorless and sacrificing another creature, Pitiless Pontiff gains Death Touch and Indestructible until end of turn. Next up, we've got the Vizkopa Guild Mage from. Which was she from? Gatecrash. Yeah. Vizkopa Guild Mage comes in at 1 white, 1 black for a 2/2 Human Wizard. Okay, both of her abilities cost 1 colorless, 1 white, and 1 black. One is target creature gains lifelink until end of turn. The other one is whenever you gain life this turn, each opponent loses that much life. I like both of those. Next up, from Ravnica Allegiance, we have the Ministrant of Obligation. Alright. Costs 2 colorless, 1 white for a 2/1 Human Cleric with Afterlife 2, so 2 Spirit tokens. Next up, we have the Sin Collector from back in Guild Pact. Sin Collector costs 1 colorless, 1 white, 1 black for a 2/1 Human Cleric. When it enters the battlefield, target creature or target opponent reveals their hand. You choose an instant or sorcery card from it and exile that card. It's always fun to do. Next up, we have the Vindictive Vampire from Ravnica Allegiance. Costs 3 colorless, 1 black for a 2/3 Vampire. Whenever another creature you control dies, Vindictive Vampire deals 1 damage to each opponent, and you gain 1 life. Next up, we got the Keening Banshee. Wow. Way back in Ravnica City of Guilds, the very first Ravnica set. Keening Banshee comes in at 2 colorless and 2 black for a 2/2 Spirit with flying. When it enters the battlefield, target creature gets -2/-2 until end of turn. Not bad. Then from Ravnica Allegiance, we have the Basilica Bellhaunt. Costs 2 white and 2 black for a 3/4 Spirit. When it enters the battlefield, each opponent discards a card and you gain 3 life. I like that. I really like that. Then we've got the Belfry Spirit from Guild Pact, which, as you can see, costs 3 colorless and 2 white for a 1/1 Spirit with flying and haunt. When it enters the battlefield or the creature it haunts dies, create 2 1/1 black bat creature tokens with flying. So yeah, that works rather well, I would say, with the Skeletal Vampire. Next up from Guild Pact, we've got the Orzhov Basilica. This was the common, non-basic guild-specific land. Enters the battlefield tapped. When it does so, you return a land you control to its owner's hand. Tap it to add 1 white and 1 black. Then we've got 1 each of the 2 Orzhov Guild Gates from Allegiance. And then we've got our deck-specific planes. And our deck-specific swamps. Then we've got the Orzhov Signet from Back in Guild Pact. Like the other signets, it costs 2 colorless to cast. Then 1 colorless and tap the signet and add, in this case, 1 white and 1 black. Got 2 of those. Follow that up with Ultimate Price from Return to Ravnica. Ultimate Price is an instant that costs 1 colorless and 1 black. Destroy target monocolored creature. Got Final Payment from Allegiance. It's an instant that costs 1 white and 1 black. As an additional cost to pay to cast a spell, pay 5 life or sacrifice a creature or enchantment. Destroy target creature. Not okay. I mean, it's. This is a Final Payment is also a place where those 1/1 spirit tokens can definitely come in handy, or the creation of them can. For example, the you could sacrifice. There was one here with 2. You could sacrifice the Ministrant of Obligation, which has afterlife of 2. That would then mean you sacrifice 1 creature and got 2 in its place. Then from Gatecrash we have the Orzhov Charm. It's an instant, costs 1 white and 1 black. Choose one of the following. Return target creature you control and all auras you control attached to it to their owner's hand. Destroy target creature and you lose life equal to its toughness. Return target creature card with converted mana cost 1 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Probably go with the first one, maybe the second one, if I have a means of, picking back, getting life back. After that, we've got Stab Wound from Return to Ravnica. It's an aura, or an enchantment aura. Costs 2 colorless, 1 black to cast. It's an enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets -2/-2. At the beginning of the upkeep of enchanted creature's controller, that player loses 2 life. Okay. Follow that up with Mortify, which was originally published in Guild Pact, but has new art from Ravnica Allegiance. It's got a casting. Its cost is 1 colorless, 1 white, 1 black. Destroy target creature or enchantment. Then we've got Pillar of the Sleepless from Guild Pact. Which costs 1 colorless, 1 white, 1 black for enchantment. For an enchantment aura, enchant creature. Enchanted creature can't attack or block. Enchanted creature has at the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 1 life. That can be mean. Follow that up with 1,000 Lashes from Gatecrash. 1,000 Lashes costs 2. The enchantment costs 2 colorless, 1 white, 1 black. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature can't attack or block, and its activated abilities can't be activated. At the beginning of the upkeep of enchanted creature's controller, that player loses 1 life. Okay. Pillar of the Sleepless, but even worse. Alrighty, next up we've got our combo card, Consecrate and Consume from Allegiance. Consecrate costs 1 colorless, so either 1 white or 1 black. Exile target card from a graveyard. Draw a card. Consume. It's a sorcery. Costs 2 colorless, 1 white, 1 black. Target player sacrifices a creature with the greatest power among creatures they control. You gain life equal to its power. Not too shabby. Alright, that is the Orzhov deck. Guild Kit. Personally, I think of the three abilities, the three Orzhov abilities, I think I'm most fond of Afterlife. So the others definitely have their. The others are definitely nice in their own ways. Haunt can be very fun. Extort, I think the only thing I don't like about Extort is the mana cost. You can get up. Yeah. So, anyway, that's it for today. Tomorrow we'll be wrapping all this up with the Rakdos Guild Kit. Anyway, as always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Comment if you want. Hit the bell icon. Be notified when I put new content. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, and Patreon are in the description box down below. This is Rock Roll Spock signing off, saying, live long and rock hard.